Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having a great holiday. If you're in the States, if you're not in the States, you're probably not missing much because when these fireworks goes off over here, because Americans have guns, these fireworks sound like weapons and guns, and you might just, catch a bullet. Be safe for everybody. That was a little joke, but it might be serious for some, so be careful. But anyway, we're talking about Vamp now on Ethereum. Vamp makes its presence now on Ethereum, and unexpectedly, it seems to have dropped in price. I thought it had reached like 15 cents, uh, and now it's at 9 cents. Also, of course, we can expect the fees to start on Ethereum to probably go crazy. Although I haven't really been monitoring it, I'll probably likely just if I'm going to get any, probably get some over on one of those centralized exchanges. Don't really do minting and stuff these days. With Zen, but I am still a fan of the project. All right, still looking to see where it goes. I support projects like this that encourage fair distribution, that encourage participation by getting everybody involved. Cryptocurrency I think misses the boat a lot, especially on how to get people connected to the markets. And they keep pushing it towards this like big pyramid Ponzi scheme. And I think people are starting, especially in these times where we're recession ridden, where the costs of goods and services are high, where things that aren't necessary to do, probably is not going to be on people's radar, right? And so that's where we're at with the Vamp price so far. I think it's probably going to go to the upside, do a little bit, better than it's doing. Just me, not telling you guys to do it, but it probably will be something I'm interested in holding. Now, as I covered in other videos, I'm not 100% on board with Vamp. I think more so I'm just getting involved because I can see some short term opportunity in it. But I'm not totally on board with how this trickles down to the Zen uh, holders. Right? I've heard people say things like, "Well, in anticipation of Vamp being on Ethereum, they're running over the Pulse chain and they're starting to mint Zen NFTs." Now, I do see the connection with minting Zen NFTs, right? But I mean, where does Zen itself, fall into this? Well, I guess if you're minting the Zen NFTs, right, that's burning off the Zen, right? So it might translate like that. So I guess that's what it is, right? That if you're minting Zen, if you're going to mint the Zen NFTs though, and why would you want to mint the Zen NFTs? I think the idea is that you might receive the XN token by minting Zen NFTs, right? And by if I got that correct, and also if you hold the Vamp token, which is going to be the bridge cryptocurrency, you might as well be have access to the XN token. Of course, we're talking about the X1 blockchain and the tokens on there, right? So that might be the play, and that might be the connection to it. Now, when will this reflect in the prices in? With minting as such and the growth rate of Zen, etc. Nobody really knows, but sometime long down, down the road, being a long-term holder, there may be a positive outcome for that. And I still believe that that's the best way to look at the best cryptocurrencies, the majority of cryptocurrencies, to come in and invest in that. To come in and invest in that mindset, right? Because a lot of people want to see a lot of liquidity, want to see a lot of ways to exit out real quick, as such. But here's the deal, too. I'm finding with these cryptocurrency projects, if you don't believe in the cryptocurrency, probably not a good idea to be dealing with them in the first place. Speculators, they're called speculators for a reason because they inherit a great amount of risk. They can win big, but sometimes they just end up taking a lot of risk, right? So that's where we're at. Looking at some of the comments and the market sentiment about the Vamp cryptocurrency. There's some people saying buy and unsell is bullish, and I believe they're saying that because it was like 15 cents the other day. It did something where it's dropped a lot, so it's probably likely it probably will go up. This commenter says Vamp, what the heck is happening? Gas right now is super high. Is that the reason for the steep decline? Could be, could be. Nobody can get in, nobody can buy it. People generally get frustrated and go somewhere else. They buy something else. They can't get in and buy the Vamp cryptocurrency, right? So yeah, you got all that happening, but probably a good buy. Anyway, I want to talk about something else very exciting today that happened unexpected. Let's talk about that. So the Bitcoin MYK inflation token, as it's starting out, this is a very interesting project. It's a free cryptocurrency. It's absolutely free. It's very similar to Zen, right? Uh, where you kind of have this, but it predates Zen. It predates Zen, but you basically had a citizens dividend where people are receiving this inflation token, and they're receiving like thousands of dollars of it per month for free. Everybody, right? And what's happening there is much like how you had a Vamp token, you have the Bitcoin NYK native token, right? And people mine that cryptocurrency. Similar to what's happening with Vamp, what can happen with this trickle down process. The people who get into the inflation token, they end up a lot of them mining the native token, right? And there's like about 10% of liquidity of Bitcoin MYK, the native token that goes into the inflation token, right? So what happens is it's kind of like this cyclical thing where people benefit throughout the process. But what we didn't expect was we look at this more like a currency in the true sense of the word. And if you understand anything about currencies, whereas a lot of people get into cryptocurrency, they're hoping the value will go up, and the more it goes up, the more money they make. Well, what they don't understand is if you have a stable currency, it's not so much that the price needs to go up, but you just need to be able to access more of the currency, yield more of the currency, right? So the stability of the price is actually a good thing. So we kind of predicted the inflation token would, uh, be, stable in price, right? It will eventually just get to a point where it would be so many people in it, and enough liquidity to make the prices, stabilize, right? And that is what's happening. But what we didn't expect today was to see it shoot up 34%, which it did. Now, people, obviously somebody took profits and then it just dropped like 9%, but it was around like 0.006 today, right? Not long ago, which was kind of interesting because if you think about it, all these people are getting this free cryptocurrency, probably thousands of them now, etc. And you would think with this free cryptocurrency, the price would just keep going down, 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 sort of like what happened to Zen. But we had this pull, this basically it shot up to 34% today, which I found very, very interesting. Something I didn't expect because it's really not meant to do that. I definitely would encourage you guys to check it out, especially guys who are just kind of tired of cryptocurrency. They're tired of holding it and waiting, not winning. This might be one of those cryptocurrencies you start to win in and you can see progress in and you can finally see yourself getting somewhere in cryptocurrency. So I highly recommend trying it out, especially if you're a Zen user. I think it's gonna be something that you can appreciate. But I also think it's just gonna be an easier cryptocurrency for most people to use. Right, the way the wallet interfaces work as such, transactions are free, etc. Very, very interesting project. I think probably one of the best projects in human history. I'm not just saying that. I really think that's what it is, and I do think it's kind of ahead of its time. But I do think people are going to catch up to it. For the people who do catch up to it, and then they later go into mining the native token, which happens a lot, and they seeing some great results in the native token. I would remind you that similar to Bitcoin, the Bitcoin MYK project, in the future, the mining rewards will be a lot less than they are now. Right now, you can mine full Bitcoin MYK tokens, right? But that's why it's so important to take advantage of these projects early. Don't wait to see what other people are doing. Get in now, because in the future, once everybody says this is something worth doing and getting involved in, the mining rewards are going to be lower, a lot lower, right? So those people who are mining full Bitcoin MYK today for free, using the platform, these people are going to be able to really reap the benefits, I believe, in the future. But we'll see what happens with that. Uh, I think that's all I want to say in this video. Keep a lookout on all these projects. These two, I think, are pretty darn good ones. But that's all I want to say in this video. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. And don't forget to join Bitcoin MYK today. That's bitcoinmyk.com. A link should be in the description. Get your wallet today so we can put some free cryptocurrency in it. Take care.